The five mindsets of rich people that can change your life. Ravi was a hardworking young man who worked long hours at a small grocery store. Every morning he woke up before sunrise, reached work on time, and returned home late in the evening. Although he worked harder than most people around him, he always found himself struggling financially. By the end of the month, his salary was gone, bills, rent, food, and other expenses left him with nothing to save. One evening, Rafi sat alone on a park bench, feeling frustrated. He looked around and wondered why some people became successful while others remained trapped in the same situation year after year. Just then, an elderly businessman sat beside him. The man noticed Robbie's, Robbie's worried face and smiled. Young man, why do you look so unhappy? He asked. Robbie sighed. Sir, I work every day, but I never seem to move forward. I do not understand why some people become rich while I stay the same. The businessman nodded. Hard work and in the life make simple, then you must yourself hard work is important. He said, but success also depends on how you think. Rich people do not just work differently, they think differently. Ravi became curious. Can you teach me? He asked. The businessman smiled and replied, I will share five powerful mindsets that changed my life. If you truly follow them, they can change your life too. First point, create value before chasing money. The businessman said most people work only a paycheck. Rich people focus on creating value. When you solve problems and help others, money naturally follows. He explained that successful entrepreneurs became wealthy because they improve people's life through products or services. Ravi realized that instead of asking how can I earn money, more money, much money, he should ask how can I provide more value. That single thought changed the way he looked at work. Second point, save and invest every month. The businessman continued. Many people spend fast and save whatever is left. Whatever is left, then rich people do to opposite. They save fast and spend the rest. He advised Ravi to save a small percentage of every salary, no matter how little he earned. Over time, he could invest that money wisely and it let me grow. Ravi understood that wealth is not built by earning a huge salary alone. It is built by developing the habit of saving and investing constantly. Third point, never stop learning. The businessman smiled and pointed to a book in his hand. The richest people are lifelong learners, he said. Every new skill increases your value. He encouraged Ravi to read books, learn new technologies, improve communication skills, and gain knowledge every day. Inspired, Ravi began spending 1 hour each evening reading books about business, finance, and personal development. Instead of wasting the time scrolling through social media, slowly his confidence and knowledge began to grow. Fourth point, see opportunities and solve its problems. The businessman then asked to Ravi, when you face a problem, what do you do? I complain, Ravi admitted. The businessman laughed gently. Rich people ask a different question. How can I turn this problem into an opportunity? Every successful businessman exists because it solved someone's problem. Those words stayed in Ravi's mind. Instead of getting discouraged by difficulties, he started searching for solutions. Whenever he encountered an obstacle, he trained himself to think creatively instead of giving up. Fifth point, think long term. Finally, the businessman said most people want success overnight. Rich people are patient. They plant seeds today knowing the harvest will come later or in future. He explained that real wealth takes years of consistent effort, discipline, and smart decisions. Ravi finally understood why many people quit too early. They expected immediate results and lost hope when success did not arrive quickly. So from that day onward, Ravi promised himself that he would stay patient and keep improving every single day. Month passed, Ravi followed all five mindsets faithfully. He saved part of his income, learned new skills, solved problems creatively, and started a small online business after work. So, years after Ravi's small business grew into a successful company, he employed many people and inspired others with his story. One day, a young man approached Ravi and asked, Sir, what is the secret behind your success? Ravi smiled, remembering the old businessman in the park. The biggest change was not in my income, he said, it was in my mindset. The day I changed the way I thought, my life began to change. Thanks to all and watch my video. Thanks.